Hello everybody and welcome to Excelsior Rising at Chaotic Neutral Games. I'm Simon, your storyteller for tonight, as we join Christy, Dave, Joseph and Helen, the heat's getting to me already, in our alternative London. Don't forget that you can help or indeed hinder. Check out your options using the channel points in the chat bar below. You can also, as I'm sure you will be roped in by Helen, start playing along with us as people who are on the mobile phones in the little black books to help out. Now this can be used kind of half in, half out of the real world. It means that Helen or Dave or Christy or Joseph can actually ask you in chat to look something up about the real world. This is set in the real world apart from no COVID and whatever I add. So if they want to look up a particular celebrity or whatever, you know, is Hugh Jackman a vegan? Is a particular kind of composer still alive or whatever, then you may be roped in, or you may be roped in for a little bit of RP as well. There'll be less interaction with me and the viewers as we do with Lancer, largely because I'm delightfully torturing my 4 players to get them to figure out what the hell is going on with their lives. So, with no further ado, let's get on with episode 3 of Excelsior Rising. Oh, that's me not doing it right. And we're in. Hello to our players. And my apologies for starting late. I am not good in this heat. As I've already said, I'm typical UK wuss when it comes to this. Give me snow, give me ice, give me sleet. I was made for grey weather. But yeah, my brain is scrambled eggs right now, which means I switched on all the programs in the wrong order, so I had to switch them all off and put them all in the right order again. And hello to our chat. I can see we've got Hermit already. Kev, welcome. And Excelsior News, which I only discovered about 3 or 4 minutes ago, which is actually Helen. So Helen's going to be operating something within chat. Not entirely sure what she's going to do. I'm just going to let her run with it. Because I've already said, let's get you guys running the show as much as I am, to a certain extent. So, hello everyone. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. I'm very hot too.
Yes. Very warm.
I'll be topping this.
I'm very air conditioned, so.
Oh, you.
What
you
is this air
beat us.
conditioning that you talk of?
Are you?
Actually, I know what air conditioning is. My lab is perfectly kept at the same temperature. Differs only by a degree all the way throughout the year. So, I have been considering night shifts.
Streaming from the lab.
Ooh. My office is kind of measured by the same thing as the lab, so I could do it from my office. I'd never go home again. Anyway.
I have the next best thing to air conditioning: cider.
Cold cider sounds good. So, when we left off last week, you guys had jumped into a few different things, actually, doing things with the bullpen and your various lavish offices in the Gherkin. And you have been told about this new thing, Avalon. Avalon is the new app which is going to be driving Kate crazy, where
Already.
everybody, all the followers in Avalon, social media style, get to be writers and bloggers of all the different things that normally Excelsior brings you. And Excelsior will publish you on that app. Doesn't matter what you're searching for, whether it be clothes, films, music, whatever. There's people writing about, well, there will be people writing about everything. And the point is that they want to give people the freedom of being able to tell their side of the story with regard to products that are being put into the market. That maybe there's a lot of false reviews out there, so they're always genuine reviews. And as long as what as long as what people are saying aren't harmful or hate-filled or anything like that, which of course will be filtered out, then you can put it out there. The other thing is that they want to have this message of hope and inclusivity and all the rest of it. Obviously, this would be something that if we put it out there in the real world as opposed to an RPG world, lots of people would be saying, hey, why can't you respect my right to hate? And all that kind of bullshit. But thankfully, I control the world, so fuck those guys. So that's what Excelsior is doing. It's trying to put the balance back into saying, hey, you want a safe space to go and look at the things that you love, the things that, make life that little bit better for you. Here's going to be a safe space, but a place where you can submit articles as well, and they can be quickly reviewed and put onto this app. And as much as I know that Kate is going to be pretty annoyed about it, and it's going to cover quite a lot, that app, for the one thing, is mostly a Deus Ex Machina. You are helping out with the things around it. Okay, that's mostly Excelsior's next big drive after they explained that things like magazines have started to become a bit of a dinosaur now, and other ways to reach people have become a bit of a dinosaur. Now it's all through phones and things like that, that people are not being influenced, but, well, yeah, I guess being influenced. So you're helping around that, and you've been asked to contact Jana Williams. And she is on the watch list, celebrity watch list. She's got a huge following. She is a singer, actress, but at the moment very small time. Only had bit parts, but she's starting to be part of a buzz that people are starting to send her free samples of things in the hope that she'll wear that free sample or use it or say, hey, I got given this, it's awesome. Trying to get some free access to this new influencer, this new person on the stage. However, she's not particularly well known past her social media. So trying to get hold of her is going to be a little more difficult at the moment. She's just a girl going about town, going about London specifically. That's why you've been assigned her. And so you're trying to get hold of her to say, hey, take a look at this. If you like it, do you want to be part of it all? Maybe write some stuff on there and start networking with her. And you guys all shot off in different directions. So Christy and Helen went off to help our poor neurotic Lilith. Kate, what were you doing?
Flipping tables.
Yeah, yes, you were. So yes, you were flipping tables, and Star went off to search for Jaina through social media. So let's get started with that first. Just get up studio mode so I can see the screen. You go presumably to your office, is it, Joseph, to find the thing?
Oh god, this one I've forgotten what I was finding.
You were trying to
No,
find.
No, he was going to. He was
I
going
was
to
heading
the.
to her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I
Sorry,
had
that's why I've
tracked
got.
her down.
That's why I've
Yeah.
got Elstree Studios here. So she's going to Elstree Studios. I think I pointed out before.
Yeah.
It's where the Harry Potter experience is over there. And by the way, I have noticed that you've got a stick. That's a spyglass stick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. So yeah, you are heading off to Elstree Studios, and I have to ask, do you have the stick?
I might leave it in the office.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it just keep it out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't quite see the point in carrying it everywhere with me.
How are you getting to Elstree Studios?
Is it that far of a walk?
Oh, it's a long walk from the centre of London to Elstree. Elstree's on the outskirts. Yeah.
Okay, so either bus or underground.
Okay. Going to Elstree, it'll be the bus rather than the underground.
Yeah.
And finally, you've left the fucking stick somewhere. So you're quite surprised when you get on the bus, go to the back of the bus to sit down, and leaning right against the chair is the stick.
Do that whole Spider-Man scene. Just, is it in its bag that I left it in?
No,
No.
it's just there. The stick's just leaning against the seat. And, I don't know if you're a creature of habit. I certainly am. There's always a particular part of the bus that I like to sit in. You knew you were going to go and try for that seat. When you went there, it was leaning against the seat that you were choosing in your head.
Yeah. Star would sit, not right at the back, but towards the back. Just, so they're not in the wanted seats, but also so they're not at the back where everyone's going to...
Oh, no. You choose your seat on what you think other people will want? How do you live in London? They'll eat you alive. Okay.
Also, if there's the standing up places, Star will happily give their seat up for someone.
I think we've kind of got this from actually more from Session Zero. So this is kind of news for the chat. Is that Star is a bit of a lovable sweetheart, gets things done in his own way, but some people would see it as weak. So you get to where you would where you picture in your mind, and then the fucking stick is just leaning against the chair.
Star is immediately... That's probably not the same stick. Has anyone left their stick here? This stick and pick
The
up
two
the
people
stick and
who
hold it
are
up.
on the bottom floor look at you as if you're an idiot.
No, I feel like someone's... Did you see who was sitting in this seat before?
No one, lovely.
Sorry.
No idea.
No. Oh. Well, this is odd. How long has this stick been here?
I don't bloody know it's a stick. I don't go looking for that.
Well, have a nice day.
You too, lovely. You got to be careful picking up strange things around the bus. You don't know what it's being used for. And the old lady gets up and gets off the bus.
Star goes into his bag and gets a hanky and just wipes down the stick.
Sure. See, part of me wants to be a bastard, and Star keeps taking sticks home, and now he's got like 20 of the damn things.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, Elstree Studios. You get there.
As Star gets to the front of the bus, can he ask the bus driver, "Do you have a lost property? Can I give you this stick? It was on one of the seats back there."
He gives the biggest fucking sigh, accepts the stick, jams it behind his seat, and carries on driving.
I'm sorry to be an inconvenience. Yeah, oh, good.
Okay, you go and sit down. That's fine. So, yeah, you get to Elstree Studios. A couple of changes.
Yep.
And you get Elstree Studios. Big place. Anybody who thinks that it's going to be glamorous there, prepare to be underwhelmed. It is basically a bunch of industrial-sized square, like warehouses that have been repurposed on the inside. The inside's where the magic happens. What are you going to do?
Oh, I don't have the stick anymore. Let's throw that away.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I know whereabouts... this one, I don't have my Google Docs, so what's her name will be?
You know that she's somewhere in Elstree Studios. You haven't locked down on much more than that.
Is there, like, an office area that I can... like, a reception?
There's a security building.
Star will go into there.
Guy comes up. All right, mate. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Jana Williams.
Are you now? And why would you be looking for her?
On behalf of Excelsior, we've got this new top secret project coming up, and we're interested in having her join.
Oh, I see. Bit of a cold call, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone's heard of Excelsior. Okay, I'll call through, but no guarantees. You need to make appointments these days, mate. He gets on the phone. Yeah. Yeah. No, he says he's from Excelsior. Yeah. No, there's no projects, no Excelsior projects. He flicks through, anywhere near where she is. Yeah, not for another 2 weeks. Okay. We're going to call through to see if she's interested. We'll actually call where she is, yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, can we, can I speak to Miss Williams' representative, please? Oh, you are? Okay, yeah, I've got Excelsior here. They'd like to have a quick chat with her if... No? Right, okay. Sure. Oh, really? Really? He looks at you and kind of furrows his brow.
Is everything all right?
And he gives your description. Repeat the description of Star, please.
Oh God. Quite short, blonde hair with way too much hair product in, trying to look his absolutely best. Bag with pads and different tech on it.
Yeah, like
and
one of those
probably,
camera rucksacks, yeah.
Yeah, and there's probably a wire coming out of the bag, which is a charging cable to his phone that goes in through like the back of his coat into his pocket or something, and like.
Sorry, I'm just smiling at the concept of a bus twiglet. Carry on. I like twiglets, but not that much. Okay, he gives that description. Oh, I see. Puts down the phone, comes round the desk, mantles himself over you and goes, right, you listen here. We don't like your sort here, right? You leave that girl alone. I see you round here again, and let's just say you might resist leaving a bit, yeah? And something might happen, yeah? Now fuck off. Fuck off now. I don't want to see you anywhere near here. Get out.
What's the problem? I don't understand.
Fuck
What's
off
happened?
now. You know what's happened. Get out.
I don't have a clue. Honestly, can we calm down?
Arthur, this guy's here's giving us some trouble, isn't he, Arthur? And you can see this older guy comes out the back and goes, yeah, trouble the moment I saw him.
What? I'm not trouble. I swear I just want to talk.
He's going to do a coercion check on you because he just told you to fuck off. And this is going to go for some stress. So let's see. I would like you to do me a cool check.
Yep.
And the diff is going to be 1 red and 2 purple.
Oh. 2 purple, red. Yep, this is going to go great for me.
Oh, that's as bad as it gets. So I would like you to take 3 points of strain, and your legs start to feel like jelly as your flight or fight response chooses very firmly flight. And as he starts walking you to the door, literally just kind of mantling and approaching you, you feel like you have to leave. And
yeah, I'm sorry for any
across the road now. You cross over this side, I'll be getting the bob on you.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
He goes back in and slams the door. Do me a perception check, diff 3.
So that's 3 purple.
3 purple, yeah. Yeah, 3 successes. As you turn to walk away, you do notice the stick in time that you don't fall over it. It's right there at your feet.
Get out the same handkerchief again and pick it up and wipe off whatever's on it. And
the second you touch the stick, you get this feeling of belonging. This relaxation, this purpose, this feeling that anything can be done, that anything can be accomplished. It just takes a bit of hard work. You also feel like you can get inside. Question is whether you would do it alone.
Are there any other guards like on the perimeter of this place?
Just fences for the most part.
Yeah. He doesn't really want to go walking in and annoy people more.
You do know that there's so you think you may have been around here before. You know that there's certain gates in the fences that are unattended.
I doesn't want to break the rules. That would be bad.
Chrissy's like, get in the troops! Get in the troops!
I just wanted to just break it so bad. I'm like, do it.
I don't want to call up Christy because she'll
go in and fuck over the 2 security guards.
Star is going to phone up Kate.
Oh dear.
Convert bad karma. Oh, Hermit's giving you a help by switching a bad karma to a good one.
Okay, there's... So how much can I Could I say I know one of the guards with a karma?
Yes. Not one of the two you've met already, because it's already been established that you don't.
Yeah.
But you can flip a karma and say, I do know someone here, because, you're in the industry. That's believable.
Yeah. I'll call up Kate first. Yeah, my phone's in front of me. I'm not going to have a phone to use as a prop. Kate?
Yes?
Do you know of anything that happened around... What's the name of this place I'm at?
Elstree Studios.
Elstree Studios.
Yeah, I'll put it in.
Because apparently Excelsior isn't welcome here, and I'm just a bit...
We're welcome everywhere. That's...
I will give you for free, Joseph. He seemed to specifically have a problem with you.
That's not right. People don't have problems with... I can't...
What did you do?
I don't think I did it. I don't understand. Apparently they had an issue with me, but I don't know what I could have done. This can't be right. People don't dislike me. Can you... You've got wizardry thing. Can you check if I've done anything bad? I don't...
Wizardry.
Wizardry. Yeah, okay. This is not an avenue I've probably thought to investigate before, but now I'm panicking that I've missed an entire black hole of PR danger.
Yeah.
Can I just check if there's anything on Star which would cause any grief in this situation?
Yeah, I mean, you get a couple of people to look through his social media, under the pretense of something else. Just say anything that could that stands out, kind of thing. They're like, no. You can maybe go to Elsie and get HR, get her to loosen up HR's tongue a bit and see if there is anything that they should be concerned about. Even though you're in PR, you're not quite up to the lofty heights of HR, but Elsie can get in through her mysterious ways.
Well, I'll certainly try that avenue.
Not Elsie, Ilka.
Ilka. Oh, right. I thought we were introducing a new character.
No.
Yes, well, certainly I'll pass that on to Ilka in a very swiftly worded message saying, why did we send Star on his own to deal with this? Can we find out what's going on here? He's meeting a bit of resistance. I'm going to ask him... No, I'm just going to tell him I'll be there in a minute. Just stay where you are. I'm on my way.
No, I'll be okay. I think I can do it. If they dislike me, I'll just show them that I'm not a bad person. I don't know what I could have done.
I don't think we have time for you to make friends with them. I'll be there in a minute.
But someone can't not be my friend.
Okay, so Kate, just a small thing. Around about 3 minutes before this phone call, if that, you did have an attack of bad acid. Need to get that espresso cleaned out or something. But other than that, you're fine. So do you say to Ilka to find out if there's any problems?
Right, yes. I mean, I want Ilka to certainly pursue any avenues that she can open up that I don't have access to.
Sure.
I'm still going to get somebody in the bull pit to do a full background check on Star, because that's an oversight that should have been done months ago.
They come back to you going, "No, we did it. You lay standing orders for us to check up on anybody you associate with."
Well, there's clearly something we've missed because he's meeting some kind of personal resistance.
They dash to it and recheck the whole background check for Star. Okay, Ilka, you contact HR, start working your kind of your ways. I'm not even going to get you to roll actually, because the people in HR are so damn willing. Like, Star, no, he's a darling. What are you on about? What's happened? Has somebody hurt him? The girls are doting over Star. And they want to know what's wrong. Is there any problem? Has anybody hurt him? And yeah, you get your answer pretty much instantly. They love him. They aren't even cagey like, oh well, we can't really tell you about that. They just immediately gush about, oh, is he okay?
Star's Instagram is a lot of pictures of planes. He quite likes his planes. He's gone out and gone to museums and all of that and got.
He's got a few contacts among the models, though, hasn't he?
Yes, you do.
Oh no,
yeah.
has one of the models done something wrong? Am I associated with that? No, if that's not. Surely they wouldn't.
Aircraft fitters.
Yeah. Okay, you get it easily. Anybody else would have to go to HR and roll charm and all the rest of it. But your background is that you are the power behind the throne. And yeah, they immediately spill the beans and say, yeah, there's nothing wrong with Star.
So Ilka's just like, shall I ring? Shall I text? I'll ring. So I'll ring Kate. Hi.
Hi.
I mean, I don't know what you think was going on with Star, but there's nothing, okay? Literally nothing. Oh my god, I'm using literally again. Oh.
Lilith is literally rubbing off on you, darling.
No.
Are you absolutely positive? I won't use literal. Are you absolutely positive that there is nothing, that there is no avenue which we could have missed? Kate's it's quite clearly coming through on the call that Kate is desperate for there to be something.
Yeah, some dark history with Star.
Yeah, something she can get her teeth into.
I mean, I'm not sure if you realize the amount of processes human resources do here for every employee, but I'm fairly no, I am absolutely certain there is nothing that Star has done that is known to either the general public or in the company or possibly even to himself. So I think Star is fine. Now, what is the issue?
I'm on my way to find out. He said to me that he'd arrived at Elstree Studios and he has not been able to get in to see Jenna. And that it seemed to be personal. It was the impression I got.
He was probably too nice. You know what he's like. They walk over him. It's just fine. You sort.
Yeah,
I have such a problem here, and yeah, you're just gonna have to deal, Kate. I mean, if you need me, I'm here. But please, sort it. I'm literally dead. No, I am at the end of my tether.
Okay. So you're going to head over to help, okay?
I am going to head over to help. I mean, I'm not blind to the fact that London traffic's probably not going to let me get there, but I'm going to try and head over.
Just for fun, Dave, give me a perception check diff 2.
Oh, come on. At least pick something I'm good at.
This is just for shits and giggles.
Perception, where is that? Hang on. I should know what this is. It's like my lowest skill. Perception. There we are. What was it? Diff 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to let the threats go because the threats are inherent in what you're about to hear. 2 employees go past going, so I don't get it. Bayonets on pistols, that doesn't make sense anyway, but this is supposed to be retracting bayonets on pistols. They shoot out the end. How's she going to have... I mean, there's not enough space on a pistol. The other one goes, it's knife, fist, gun 3, dude. You know, the knife is in the gun and she punches with it. Yeah? No, I've seen the designs. No, the props guys are going nuts over it. No wonder they're going nuts. How are you supposed to fit a knife inside a gun? They're the same size. Your blood pressure goes up very slightly when you hear this.
Do I need to take some strain for this? I mean,
go on. You got 2 threats. I'm going to give you 1 point of strain. Yeah, just a slight raise in blood pressure. As you know that they're putting together some monstrosity prop that you know that one of your.
Oh no, that's not me. I'm about to give Elizabeth strain. How come I'm logged in?
You can just click on the individual character.
Oh yes, I see. I'm looking at the wrong one. That's why. Ignore me. So what did you say? 1? Or have you done it already?
No, I haven't done it. You can do it. Yeah.
I'm already at 1 apparently. So I got 2 then. Actually.
Yes, because we continued. You guys haven't had a rest. You continued from.
Star is
from
on
freeze.
a lot.
I don't actually remember putting any strain on before, but I absolutely accept that it happened.
I gave you strain because you were getting stressed over the whole app thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm absolutely fine with it. Yeah, I mean, that's not a PR issue right now. They're talking. This film isn't even out yet. We've not got anything going to market. This isn't something I need to worry about right now. This is an internal discussion about props. I'm not the director. God, I wish I was, but I'm not the director. So that's not my.
This is a problem
right
for
now.
another day. We cut to Elizabeth, who's posing with the 2 props.
I will on my way out though, eyeball someone in the bullpit.
Yeah.
Point to them. Do that and assume that that's good enough instructions from them to be able to deal with that.
Sure.
And then just walk away from the quizzical looks as they're like, "What the fuck?"
Can Star see like any cleaners that are about to enter, or any just general workers that are going to enter the building? Like,
roll me a. Oh, it's very low. Roll me just a yellow and a purple. You kind of start looking around, and you think you see someone, and you're like, no, and you just doubt yourself. You know, you're just kind of like, you got a bit of jelly belly. You know, you kind of.
Yeah, everything's a bit off.
Yeah, but you still feel really kind of like this is not insurmountable. You just have to work at it. So an amount of time goes past, and Kate turns up. I'm going to say Kate turns up in her own car. And
I'm going to have to think about what that car is now. What would Kate drive?
Star has a bicycle.
BMW or a Lexus?
No, I think she's remembering her roots. It's probably like a Honda Prelude or something.
Okay.
Star has one of those electric bikes.
Like was what looked good in its day, but not anymore.
You don't recall driving particularly aggressively, but the traffic seemed to get out your way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm used to people getting out of my way, so this isn't new to me. It's just it's just a different avenue where it is happening. So.
And you can see, as you pull up, Star standing in the middle of the middle of the pavement, looking around, a little lost, kind of, lost puppy kind of look, with that ugly fucking stick in his hands.
And that's the first thing
Like
I'm going to
a
ask. I'm
comfort
like,
blanket.
what? Why did you bring that? I mean, seriously, what is that going to achieve? You look like you've walked off the set of Lord of the Rings. Go put that somewhere away.
Can I put it in the boot of your car or something?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Ignore the body in the back.
Yeah, no, I know what you do. Yeah, Elizabeth probably did it, and you cleared it up for her.
There's no dead body in the back. At least I don't think there is. If there is, Damien's in trouble.
Yeah, he was meant to drive that down to the.
Yeah. We got to the docks late years ago. Right, shall we go in and get this sorted out?
They didn't seem to want me to come in. I feel
Come on then. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
The confidence that you had before, Joseph, is now or Star. Maybe it's because you've got someone here who's taking charge. You just feel a little less agency now, and you don't feel as capable, as confident.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't your hard work that gets it done. Maybe it's just following others. Maybe. Kate, are you going to the security kiosk, or are you going somewhere else?
I'm going to go to the kiosk, and I'm going to more or less repeat what Star did, but with a little bit more presence and confidence, and say, "Hi there. Can you pass a message on to Miss Williams or whoever her representative is that Kate Reynolds of Excelsior is here to see her? I know I don't have an
Excelsior.
appointment,
Are
but
you here with him?
I'm here on behalf of the company, and I just want to make sure that everything goes smoothly here. Is there a problem with Star here?
Look, I haven't heard much about you, but he's bad news.
In what way?
I would like you to give me either a leadership, negotiation, or coercion check. This guy is a little hot, and it's going to be 1 red and 1 purple.
So leadership, negotiation, or
Coercion. Coercion, remember, is intimidation. It
Yeah,
can
I
also
don't-
be winding people up. It's not necessarily being aggressive, but
At this time, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. At this time, I think I'm going to go with negotiation. I think at this point, I want to make it more of an equal
yeah,
conversation.
you're
rather
going
than
for your
me
professionalism
trying to-
rather than
to
going
go
for a force of
overbearing.
personality. Sure.
Yeah, so
Go
I'll
for
go
it.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry, what was the difficulty?
The diff is 1 red and 1 purple.
1 red, 1
This
purple.
guy's a bit pig-headed. He's a security guard, and he's
that's-
accustomed to telling people to go away.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
Yeah, absolutely. He kind of looks at you, sees the what he would consider to be respectable leadership, professional, and he goes, "Look, you're a good company. Yeah, you're in here all the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you got to be careful who you hire. Yeah, apparently
Look,
that little fanboy outside, he's been stalking the young girl."
How do you know this? I was not to.
Well, the representative told me, right?
Representative.
Yeah, I followed back up and said, "How bad is this guy?" She sent me this picture. Look, come here. And
Okay.
he brings up a picture, and the picture is quite clearly Star looking in through the window. And this is taken by a night vision camera, and it's clearly Star standing in somebody's back garden looking through a window.
Right. Okay. I'll be like, can I get a copy of that? Obviously, somebody at the company has made a bit of a slip up here. I need to know. I need to know my
I give
staff
that
can
to
be
you.
trusted.
I'm in line for a lawsuit. Yeah, I can't
No.
do that,
No. We don't want any lawsuits. None of us want any lawsuits, mate. We need to be able to make sure that the staff we're working with are trustworthy, and that's basically my job. My job is to basically deal with all these kind of issues, but no one's brought this to my attention. So I've been blindsided by this. I need to know what's going on, and you could really help me here by giving me this.
I can't send it to you, but if you would have maybe one of those USB dongle things, who knows where you got it from, right?
Sure, we can get one of them.
You've got
Hand
one.
that
Of
to-
course you've got one.
It's just like Star, give me a bloody dongle.
So
you always got
Star.
electric shit. Give me some stuff I can blackmail you with.
And he just goes, "Look, I'm going to go in there and make a brew. Yeah, if you want to." And he goes in. He's clearly looking to see when you're
Okay.
finished. He comes out. He goes anyway.
All right.
He
I'll
goes,
get a copy
"But
of it.
just yeah."
I'm gonna turn around to Star and in front of this guy, and I'm gonna be like, "I'll take over from here. Why don't you head back to the office?" And I'm sure there's some other project that needs work. So
I don't understand. Why?
It's okay. It's okay. I'll handle it. Don't worry about it.
What have I done wrong? I don't understand.
The security guard goes, is he a little...
He's, you know, I don't want to say.
Kate,
Just,
What do you mean? No!
I would like Kate to roll a yellow and a green
okay.
versus, let's see, diff 2.
So let's do purple. Yeah.
I'm not taking that.
Oh dear.
A bit more of a rough ride now. Yeah. Poor Star is, wondering what the hell's going on about, because he wouldn't have let Star anywhere near the picture or near the desk.
No.
Star would have been told to stay the hell back. And he goes, yeah, maybe if you send him away, maybe Jane will be willing to talk to you. I don't know.
Oh, but absolutely. Yeah, Star, you can't really help us here. Just,
Why?
It's not a problem. I'm dealing with it. Don't worry.
No, I can help. I don't understand.
It's okay.
These people don't like me.
Don't worry about it.
I don't understand.
Don't worry about it.
I am worrying about. But why don't these people like?
Go get yourself a drink. Go relax. Don't worry about it.
No.
I'm not going to continue trying to convince Star. I'm just going to try and now get the appointment with Dana and go in without him for this one.
Okay. So, Star, as you leave the security security hut, I'm going to flip a Dark Destiny point to a light as you trip over the stick on the way out. I'm going to give you 1 wound for that, as you take quite a tumble. It's not nice. You land on your knees. You bloodied a knee, and there's a blub 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 you can hear behind you, Kate, as poor Star bites the dirt.
What is this thing doing? I'm not. No, this isn't going well. What's
as you
going
pick
on?
up the stick, you suddenly feel like you can get in again. It's okay. It just takes a bit of work. You can do this. Nothing is beyond you.
Star is going to use the stick to help him walk because he's a bit hurt now, and just head straight back in. He's not happy that people don't like him.
Okay. I'm going to go on with Kate for just a little bit. And then I'm going to cross back to Star. So, Kate, how are you going to try to get in? What tactic are you going to use?
I'm going to assume that this is resolved now. He's said to me that nothing can be sorted as long as Star is involved. I've removed Star from the equation. I am here. I'm a high-ranking representative of Excelsior. I don't expect to be refused access at this point.
Well,
I might be, but
I'm still going to have to call through, mate. I'm sorry.
I understand. Do what you need to do.
Okay.
I'll be here for a moment. I'm typing something on my phone as I do this. So.
Starts to call through, and gets to the point where he speaks to Jaina's representative again. Yeah, terribly sorry. Different person from Excelsior now. Woman in a suit. Yeah, says her name's Kate Burbank. She's
Reynolds.
Kate Reynolds. Head of PR. No, okay. No, that's understandable. I mean, yeah, it would just feel wrong. Okay, that's fine. No, thank you. He goes, I'm terribly sorry, but looks like your little mate there has shaken her. She doesn't want to speak to anybody. Give me that roll again. The one that I gave you before.
So the one I've just done, the one yellow,
done,
one
roll it again.
was one yellow, one green, one red, and then against 2 purple. Yeah.
Okay. So take a point of strain. He's telling the truth.
Yeah.
But you have a feeling that the person talking to him was lying.
Yeah.
Not only that, you feel like something's just wrong here.
I can totally understand that she's been spooked by this. I don't want to cause her any undue distress. You're working through an intermediary at the moment. Is there any chance I could talk to that person, just get hold of her, even if it's just so we can have a line of communication? Then we don't have to directly stress out Jaina there.
At this point, you're not going up against this guy's pig-headedness, so just give me a negotiation check. Diff 2, but I'm going to give you a blue bonus dice for the fact that you've kind of kept this in a way where he can't really say no.
Yeah. What's that one? That's bad, isn't it? That looks bad.
He goes, well, I'm really sorry. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who Miss Moyles is, but apparently she represents Jaina. But yeah, sorry, mate.
You're not. Yeah, I don't know. That name doesn't mean anything to me at this moment. But
the name that I gave you, by the way, was the advantages you just rolled.
Yes,
so you failed in what you wanted, but you got given an asset. You know the name of the representative.
All right. Well, that's that. Do you know what agency she's working for, perhaps?
No idea. That's just who she was over the phone.
Okay. No, I understand the situation you're in. I don't want to. I've taken up enough of your time, I think. I appreciate everything you've done to help. If you could just pass another message on, just saying that we are very keen to speak to her. We will make sure that Star has absolutely nothing to do with any of this account going forwards, and that we would be open to try and make amends in whatever means is necessary for Miss Williams to give us another chance to try and offer her something. If you could just pass on something like that, best wishes from Excelsior and so forth, then we'd appreciate that.
Yeah, obviously we don't want to distress our up and coming talent, do we? Okay, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Right, and I will leave at that point. I'm not going to stay around. Is Star gone anywhere? Is he still outside?
He's still outside holding the fucking stick.
I'm very tempted to just clouch him around the back of the head. Like, what?
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 I think I need to go in there and sort this out.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I'm
no.
No, they don't like me, and it's not good. And whatever whatever's happened, it's wrong. And I'm gonna go in there and sort it out. Don't worry, I can. It'll be fine. I can sort it out.
No.
Why not?
No. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I want to. Can I just?
Get in the car. Get in the car.
I'm just gonna go to a cafe and get a drink.
Get in the car.
Is that all right? I just want to go. Please.
I opened the door. Get in the car. In the car.
I haven't had lunch. Can I go get something?
We'll go and get lunch in a minute. Get in the car.
What's that over there? And try
no. I mean, my perception is shit. You might get away with that.
But I need to go in.
I'm going to insist that you get in the car. And Kate is not backing down.
I was about to say, if it comes down to Kate having to use her leadership or coercion on you,
you might be in trouble.
I mean, Dave has already RP'd Kate doing just that, so
yes, yeah,
he can fire that roll off anytime he likes.
Yeah. Well, Kate, that seems like a reasonable thing to do, doesn't it? So,
what is the issue? I don't
I'm going to do
understand.
coercion. I'm not doing this. This is not a leadership thing. This
Coercion,
Is not I'm
okay.
your friend. This is get in the car.
The diff is Star's cool. So what's your cool?
It's 3 green.
3 green. So the diff is 3 purple.
Okay, that's no issue. There we go. Well, it is apparently.
It is. Okay, so Star doesn't have to do what you say, but with that many advantages, Star, you are absolutely 100% convinced that Kate is trying to protect you.
Oh.
But you don't have to do it.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but I can't have a stain on myself like this, and it's not right, and I need to sort it out.
You can't sort this out. You're the only person who can't sort this out.
What do you mean? But
Get in the car,
if it's a
and I'll
dislike to
explain.
me, but
I'm not doing this on the street. Get in the car.
okay.
Such a pure scene, I love it. Okay, so you get back in the car, and unless there's anything you want to say on the journey back, you get back.
Wait, what is it?
When we're in, I will put the picture on as we're driving away, so you can have a look at the picture.
Okay.
That's not me. What?
Okay, Star, you are a graphic artist. There's a certain level to which you cannot actually fail this check. I would like you to do me your choice of computers or perception. The diff is 3.
Let's do computers.
And I will allow you to raise the diff if you want, but I don't recommend it.
Is that 3 purple?
Yeah, 3 purple, yeah.
Okay, let's roll that.
Okay. So with a strain, not with strain, sorry, with the threats. The threats in this case is that you are rattled. This thing clearly looks like you. You have no memory of that garden, of looking through that window. That is not you. You don't go sneaking around in the night and getting captured by like night vision cameras. And it's at that point that you're just like, no. And you just are like, if only I had my laptop. You've got a laptop, but there's a specific laptop which you use, which is normally, if you're going on site, it's a big bugger. It's chunky. It's about that thick.
Yeah.
But this has got a graphics card on it that could run a small hospital. And you're just like, if only I could. And the second that you think, if only I had that laptop, you reach behind you without even thinking, reach behind Kate's chair and pull that laptop out.
Ooh. Skill.
Star isn't even going to think about, and he's just going to open up the laptop like instinctively and start doing wizard trick.
I'm not surprised he has his laptop on him and that I hadn't noticed it.
You're driving.
I've seen my character sheet. I wouldn't have noticed that.
Yeah, you've got ship perception and you're driving. Yeah. So you just presume that he must have thrown it in the back of the car with the stick. He pulls out this. As I say, we call it a laptop. It's a full-on PC, but it's mobile. Things that are this chunky in this day and age have got power behind them. And this is, as I say, it's a full-blown studio. You put the image into that, check it, and the image is perfect. Absolutely perfect. It hasn't been photoshopped. It is the real deal. And because you've got the Triumph, the loss of the Triumph I'm going to burn out with, you check everything about the file. And there's something strange about it. It was created around about 20 minutes ago.
What?
And yet it's not photoshopped. It says it was taken about 20 minutes ago, but it's not like it was created as in somebody photoshopped it 20 minutes ago. It was taken from a camera. And because all the metadata that gets attached to photos now. It was taken from a Samsung A10 phone, not a night vision camera.
I don't know phones that well myself. Does Samsung A10 have a night vision mode?
No. I've got a Box Day 70 there, so it looks a little bit like that. Yeah. It's just a run of the mill phone, regular shitty phone. I mean, it's not shitty, it's a Samsung, but it's like bottom budget phone that anybody would have, and it was taken about 20 minutes ago. Funnily enough, when you were in the security hut.
Is there a way from this that Star can track down that phone?
No way.
No.
Yeah. The metadata does have a signature to it, but it doesn't allow you to track a phone from there. I mean that's some Matrix level bullshit. Yeah. But weirdly, you've established that this photo is both the real deal, as in never been touched since it's been photographed, and yet it was done not even at night time.
Yeah, there is the idea that someone's taken a picture of a photoshopped picture. That is possible. But then it would still seem Photoshop. Yeah.
You'd get copy degradation, wouldn't you?
Who would have that kind of picture of you, or of a Photoshop picture of you? You zoom in on it, and because even a picture of a Photoshop picture, you'd be able to get some indicators. You're an expert in the field. Yeah. No, this looks like it was taken 20 minutes ago, but 20 minutes ago it was nighttime and you were there.
Slight question. Has someone been an absolute idiot while taking this and thinks their email to it? That would be really useful.
Oh. In fact, the even the title of the image is just the string of
numbers and
the count
letters.
Numbers.
This isn't me, but it is me. I don't understand. This isn't Photoshop.
Then we have a problem.
But this was taken 20 minutes ago.
Right. Oh, look.
I was there 20 minutes ago. I wasn't doing any dodgy. I've never done some.
I'm not.
It's scary
you're the photo expert, obviously. I'm not. But this is out there now, and they have this on you, so you can't be the one dealing with this because you don't have any credibility with them. You're not going to get this fixed. Let me do my job. We'll find out what's going on.
My nan and granddad never told me to go out this late. I don't understand.
No.
I love the fact that I gave some screen time for Star, saying, "Oh yeah, he's going to do a bit of tracking down and all the rest of it. Then he's going to round up the troops and go on in." And instead, he tried to solo it and got both barrels. I was just like, "Oh shit!"
I don't understand.
Okay, you get back to the office.
I'm gonna hands-free a call to Damien.
I mean, by this time you're hands-freeing using your phone, walking into the.
We're on the way in. Yeah. If we're near the ball pit, that's fine. I won't bother. I'll just tell him directly.
Star's really distressed because now he has this big beefy laptop, but his bag can't fit it.
Yeah, you're having to carry it.
And with a cane.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't fun.
Apparently, you can leave the cane behind; it will find its way to you, right? So,
is that something Kate's gonna say?
No,
Kate doesn't know. You're the only person who knows that.
Yeah. I haven't even put together the fact that was in my boot. And now it's in your hand, and I haven't opened the boot.
As
for
we
you, so
leave the car, Star is gonna ask, "Kate, can we look in the boot?"
Haven't you already been in? Where did you get the stick back from?
Don't worry. Can we just look in the boot, just for my own?
Yeah,
safety of mine.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll pop the boot.
Star's going to check to see if there's a bloody cane in there.
There's nothing there.
Are we good? Can we go in now?
Yeah, but that body is starting to stink.
Kate is striding through the lobby, not waiting for Star to catch up.
Yeah, power walk. Yeah.
Yep.
And you're calling Damien on the way in.
Yeah, no reply. Of course, he's never there.
No reply. Yeah.
I know. But yeah, I'm like, we need a new file opening up on Star, and then Kate's going to realize that she's not sure what his last name is. She's known him for quite some time.
Star's surname is Burbank.
Burbank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got your two mixed up.
I had heard.
Yep.
I had heard that was mentioned at some point. Yeah, she hadn't put two together until now. Though.
Okay.
Yeah. So
as you get to the bullpen, Elizabeth is there, and this poor guy going, "No, look, see, gun, knife. We can't get the knife in the gun."
No, that's not how it goes. It goes on top like a bayonet, and then down at the bottom
On
is
top. But how would that work? Because that would weigh the gun down. I mean, okay, it's a movie, I guess, but that's going to make the top of the gun really high. I mean,
I mean, you fail to understand that us Americans know things about guns and killing and stabbing and punching.
I don't suppose you could do a diagram and maybe I can make something up from there.
Knife on top, gun, and then some what are those things with that goes on your fist?
The knuckle duster on the bottom. Yeah,
and then it has a crucifix because I have to pray to the Lord to provide me strength to knife, fist, gun someone.
Okay. You can see that this guy's completely out of his depth. He starts like frantically writing things down in scraps of paper he's pulling out of his pocket and kind of going, "Oh, well, okay, I'll try to make it so it's not too heavy, but hang on. You want this to fire blanks. This has to be a real gun, right?"
No, well, yeah, why not? Make it real. Yes, of course.
The guy's starting to sweat, and he goes, "Okay, I'll see what I can do." Elizabeth, you can see Kate coming towards you, and Star's looking a bit crestfallen.
I have no mimosas, just so you are aware of that fact.
Never have mimosas.
There's clearly none in sight.
Elizabeth, if you want, my office is just down the. I've got a stock for you.
Whoa, hang on. A what? A stock? What's that? What do you want?
In one of my cupboards.
Elizabeth, no.
I always bring drinks to.
You office.
I have
now.
your drinks.
Someone cares, and then I just have to walk with him. What's wrong, Star? It's okay.
They've made they haven't made a photo, but they've got a photo of me doing something, but I didn't do it, and I don't understand. Elizabeth, you know how to deal with people.
Does Star's office have any kind of blackout stuff so cameras can't see into it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He's got the full control.
I'll let that go then. That's fine.
Yeah.
Star, unless he's shooting something that needs the curtains closed, he normally has them open.
It's got you've actually got one of those adjustable two-way glass, so you turn a knob and it puts a current through it, and it turns the glass as far as they see it on the other side. It goes from see-through to silver.
Yeah, this is going to go south. That's fine. Carry on.
Okay, so you're in Star's office, and what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm waiting for him to present me with.
Over near the drinks cabinet. In one of the cabinets, he's just filled it with all of Elizabeth's favourite drinks, ready to bring to her whenever he goes to meet
you're
them.
showing her the cookie jar. What are you doing?
Star is going to slightly open it, sneak his hand in, and pull one out without Elizabeth seeing.
Okay.
I don't notice anything, but I was like, well, all this is great. What's wrong, dear? You look upset.
Apparently. Well, there was this. Star will get up his phone because it's linked to everything. Everything's linked, and shows the picture. And this isn't me, but it is me, and I don't understand.
Elizabeth, he's showing you a picture of what seems to be a bunch of stage lighting and cables, and you can see that there's clearly a table with a load of makeup products on it.
Mm-hmm.
not even like good ones. You don't even see like Mac and that lot in there. It's just like standard basic bitch stuff. That low cost productions would use. There's no kind of Mac benefit, all that kind of stuff going on. And yeah, it's just a picture of a bunch of out of shot junk on a film shoot.
This is garbage. This is straight garbage. How dare they use that? That's not cruelty free.
Wait, Star looks at the photo. What are you?
It's the picture of you.
Yeah. It's a picture of me. I'm in the.
That
Hey.
is not you.
There's no picture.
Look at that. There's makeup. There's somebody did this. This is staged. It's a good staged effect, This cameras and lighting.
I don't understand. What?
And and Christy, you're right. You would put money on the fact that makeup isn't cruelty free.
Yeah, it's not. This is garbage. This is.
What do you mean? This is my business. I analysed this picture from top to bottom. This isn't staged.
Oh, okay. As she drinks, like whatever.
Just in case there's any confusion, Christy's seeing a different picture to Joseph and Dave.
Yep. But Star is sitting there thinking he would know if that was staged. He would.
I mean, not that I would know anyway, because I wouldn't have noticed regardless. But is the picture that I'm seeing exactly the same one that Star is seeing, or is it like I'm seeing one which, if I had any technical knowledge, might show up as being photoshopped, but Star's seeing one which is perfect?
As far as you're concerned, you see a legit picture of Star looking a little stupid, looking through a window in the dark. Hang on. He's looking through a window in the dark with no night vision gear on, and he's caught by a night vision camera. So he'd be standing outside the window, looking in the dark. How does that work? You need light.
Right. So there is something about it which looks a bit suspicious, but
now you've had enough time around it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Would Star have noticed that? What would Star have?
I would say you're probably too shocked. Kate is known for looking for agenda.
Yeah.
And is devil in the detail. Yeah. You were looking at the technical detail.
Yeah.
Kate
Star
looks
has
for
probably analysed
shenanigans, and that's the shenanigan that popped out. Now she spent enough time around it. She's like, why would he be stood in the dark looking through a window when there's no fucking light to look through the window? If there was any light source, this night vision camera would be woomph. You wouldn't see his shit.
Okay. So it definitely looks staged.
I mean,
but
unless they got him to pose for it, hoodwinked him into it.
I mean, I'm certainly not. Like he says, it's real though. He says that it's not been photoshopped.
He says it's not been photoshopped,
and he knows what he's on about. So this has to be staged, or it has to be a lookalike, or something along those lines, or they've cloned him, right?
Oh, I really regret putting the evil twin in my backstory.
Yeah. So
I just go, well, dear, and I just I send just on one of my burner accounts to Star. Meet me in the parking lot in 5 minutes.
We're opposite each other.
do I get that message? Oh, it's on a burner phone. No, I don't know. Fair enough.
So you see Elizabeth just finish her drink and swan out of there.
Yes, and I'm
not really watching them in this meeting. Anyway, so. Sorry, go on.
No, I just I was supposed to do stuff with Lilith, but I will send a message to Ilka that Kate has a situation, possibly a PR situation about Star, and that I worried she's gonna flip another table.
Okay.
Star's going to put the cane back in its case. Is there a cane in the case?
No, there's no cane in the case.
What? And hook it onto the bloody.
Right.
Okay.
Is-
Ilka,
is-
you do get that message, by the way. Yeah.
Yep.
Is Ilka in her office?
I would say yes, but it's up to Ilka. What do you,
No. You missed my message. No,
Oh.
I'm still in IT because Lilith's still over at IT, and because I don't know if Elizabeth fixed Lilith or not.
Oh,
And
did
I'm
I
standing.
say-
She kind of fixed the others around Lilith,
Okay.
if I recall.
Um,
I mean, if you want, we can always bounce back to that and say, what did Elizabeth do? Because we can do time jumps, that's fine.
Yes, I'd very much like to know what Elizabeth did to Lilith while I was fretting in reception.
I don't know what happened either.
Okay, so Lilith was crestfallen after Ilka weirdly alphaed her in a strange way of being more capable than Lilith is. And Ilka was trying to help her and then dramatically failed, got a despair, and did the opposite of what she intended, and that is crushed Lilith's spirit. What would you have done to bring Lilith back up out of the fug?
Elizabeth knows Lilith to a certain extent to be high-strung, right?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, you've met some high-strung people, but Lilith takes the biscuit.
Okay.
I mean, you've been
So,
around some extra people, and she's double extra.
I would see that she's sitting still, and I would just start looking through. I mean, I'm quite sure she has a bunch of awards and music stuff on the wall.
Not her office, I'm afraid. This is not where
wow.
she normally works. She was here terrorizing this IT department. She's in the gherkin with you guys. But
okay.
she's
So
not currently there. You're in IT.
I would take out my emergency flask of mimosas, hand it to her, and say, and to try and remind, try to change the subject, to get her mind off of that, and just like, oh, do you remember that album party we had back in at Studio 54?
Okay. So you're trying to get her to recall the good times.
Yes, and just like, just basically change her, because I know she's high strung and she hyper focuses on the wrong aspects of things, to get her to just like take a breath and just relax.
Okay. What specifically are you going to try to remind her of from the party at Studio 54?
How wild it got, and the shenanigans and the near debauchery and almost borderline legality of it all, and how we survived those times and tend to thrive and did all right.
I'm going to give you two choices. You can either use charm to just kind of generally bring her back up, or if you flip a light side point, something else will happen.
Okay, my charm is pretty good.
Both are ways to success. You can either roll or flip a light side and succeed a different way.
We got an abundance of them, don't we?
Yeah, got quite a few. 5 versus 2.
I know. Let's just go ahead. Oh, I kind of want to roll for it, but I also want to use one of them. So I'm kind of torn between the idea. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit and try to roll for it.
Okay, sure.
Let's
So
see.
the difficulty for this is going to be 3.
3. Okay.
Ooh. So that's a failure, but with
Okay.
one advantage. You start telling her about, how it was and all the rest of it, and she just doesn't seem to be able to conjure. She kind of nods to say, yeah, she remembers some things are going on, but she doesn't seem to be recalling the spirit of the wild night. I'll burn that advantage and still give you the chance to flip.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll flip it over.
Okay? I wouldn't have given this to you if you didn't have the advantage.
Okay.
You can
I'll
see
flip
that
it
you're
over.
losing her, and you kind of like, don't you remember it? It was wild. And
It was-
your emotion just starts to build up as you recall how wild it was. You haven't had a party like that in a very long time, and few since. And you're building up, and it's like, don't you remember? How can you not remember that night? And you're kind of, you're enthusing. And as you do so, you're almost glowing. And you will her to remember the night. And as you do so, she's nodding along, and then suddenly as she's nodding, she goes, just this look of recollection. And you hear about people like their light flashing before their eyes, this kind of 1,000-yard stare, and she's like that, and she suddenly goes, and she looks at you completely incredulously, like, and then starts laughing. She just throws her head back and goes, "Oh God, I forgot. I didn't even know I was there for that part. Oh my
Pretty
God!"
fucked up.
And she blushes. She blushes like you wouldn't believe. And I think that is a good time to go into a break. When we come back, we will find the outcome of Lilith, and then we will jump back to the present and help poor Star in his predicament. We'll see you guys in 10 minutes' time. Be right back.
Bye.
And we are back. So, I have fluids. I can keep going. And when we left off, Elizabeth used some of her magic on Lilith, reminding her of a crazy, crazy night. Lilith starts laughing maniacally and just goes, "You know what, Beth? I think that's what's missing. I've always been tried to be work hard, play hard, but I think I've only been doing the first half."
Yes, it's obvious. It's coming across in your face.
She stands up, kind of taps you on the shoulder, kind of pats you on the shoulder on the way past as if to say thank you, throws the door open because he's making sure that framed is placed properly. And she throws the door open and says, "You boys have got this. I literally need to go get hammered."
Yes.
And she picks up her bag, walks out with some familiar strut. Ilka, you watch as she walks out in the middle of the day, strutting with purpose, and says, "Ilka, darling, sort this out for me, will you?" And walks out in the middle of the day. You're not entirely sure if she's just quit or not.
Yeah. Will I be able to contact you?
No. Not until late tomorrow morning.
Okay, yeah.
Swans out the door.
You drank my last mimosa. I must get some more.
This is what happens when you ask Elizabeth to do something.
Scornfuse has created
Created
an asset.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna use that properly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't know why it didn't come up a different way. Normally it's supposed to tell you. So it says, yeah, you can create a contact of players no one can use, a location or access to a suitable object. Must be suitable for the setting, so no magical objects or, spaceships.
Yeah.
So yeah, think of what you want to give them and who has access to it, or do they all have access to it? If it's an object, who has it?
Could totally be a spaceship. It's just the spaceship that is the set of Knife Fist Gun 3.
Yes, of course, yeah. The barista in space, yeah. I feel like we're playing a long game of yes and. So,
right. Oh, interesting.
Jessie Bell, the gypsy fortune teller that shows up whenever. You know what? Challenge fucking accepted. You're not going to shake me loose. You're not going to shake me loose.
Oh my goodness.
So, Ilka at IT, she will collect herself,
Yep.
having seen Lilith leave. Sigh a little sigh that at least she seems a little more chipper than before, and obviously has plans, so good. And she'll go in and she'll will Elizabeth have already left? Like, will Elizabeth just have disappeared?
Elizabeth
Like she usually does.
I would say Elizabeth is probably... Oh, go on, Chrissy.
I was gonna say, job well done. She's thirsty, so you probably see her leaving too.
An IT guy is explaining that they have a number of drinks available, none of them alcoholic, and that is it.
Yes. Done.
Oh, right.
So the cursory wave, like yeah.
This all happened before the current scenes that we're going through, so...
Yeah. So I do need to retcon a little bit. So she will make sure that the IT have got Lilith's
Yeah, they got
vision.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And she would just like to spend a bit of time talking to one of these senior IT security guys, if possible, please.
Yeah, sure. This guy is basically responsible for obscuring enough the code that people can't just rip the app.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's happy to talk to you.
Hi. Yeah. So the app is secure. I understand that. Actually, do you have any dealings with our executive setup?
No.
Oh, would you know who would be in charge of that?
What you mean, IT exec?
Yeah. I need a few tweaks and I need to check a few security things before. Where is my accent going? While I'm here.
Yeah, sure. That's Martin Ross, and he gives you the room number in the gherkin, because if he's that important, he's in the gherkin.
Yeah. That is fantastic. Thank you. Great job. I'm sure Lilith will be delighted with all your work. Yes. Any issues with anything, please feel free to message me, and I will get the right people onto it.
He takes your contact details and he's like, "Okay, thanks. Yeah, Lilith's just a bit highly strung, and I think the problem is that every time she gives us an idea, by the time we enact it, she comes up with a better one, and the world doesn't keep up with her, you know."
Yeah. I understand, literally. Yeah.
Okay. No problem. So we're going to. You're telling us that you're framed. It just won't stick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a dad. I have a license for these kind of jokes. Yeah, we'll fast forward and Ilka, what? If you want, you could be on your way to see Martin, or coming back, depending on what you want to get you in where the rest of the guys are.
I will want to see Martin. I quite like to roleplay that. You'll probably work out why shortly.
Okay.
But in the meantime, so where are these guys?
I would say once you get back, you can see you do see Kate, Beth, and Star go into Star's office. Star looking a little upset. And then a few minutes later, as you're collecting the stuff that you need to go see Martin, you see Beth walk out, mission accomplished, walking away from Star's office to wherever the hell she's going.
I tried to not draw attention to myself because I'm hoping that Star follows me so we can have a Mission Impossible montage.
Yep.
Ilka will sort of strut to Star's office, open the door, go, "Hi, Star. I will want to talk to you later, but I need to speak to Kate.
Yeah.
Do you
she's
have
in her office? Yeah. What do
no.
I have?
I thought Kate was in with you.
Kate's
No, I no. Oh, was I?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were still in there talking about what the hell is going to be going on here.
I thought they'd gone off to get mimosas, and I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
went off
left
to
to
get
get Kate.
Yeah, Beth went off to get mimosas. Kate and Star are still in the office.
Right. Okay. Sure.
All right.
Okay. I'm there then.
I will need Kate, but Star, have you got a copy of that photo that Kate sent me? I don't understand quite what is going on.
Yeah, I've got a Star will click a couple of buttons on. He probably has a proper computer in here, and he can get it up on
you
a
got the
big
full
screen.
Dr.
Yeah, he
Evil
can get it on a
of
wall.
screens, mate. Yeah.
Yep. He can just swipe all the wall screens off and get it big.
And yes, I can tell you, Helen, that you see the same thing that Joseph and Dave are seeing.
What? She can see it all?
She can see Star. The only one who sees it differently is you.
Oh.
Oh, now, Kate, I see Star.
Mm-hmm.
I see
Yes.
Star looking in a window.
Yeah, it's too dark though to see anything. So this is obviously been staged. Star says the photo is legit, as in it's not been photoshopped, but this has to be some kind of staging because it's done through night vision.
I don't know.
Oh. I'm confused. So somebody used a camera with night vision to take a picture of Star standing in front of a window of whose we do not know.
It's
Supposedly Jenna Williams.
yeah, Jenna Williams.
I mean,
But-
I do not see any identifying features that would
No.
suggest anything. And
without a light source, he couldn't have seen anything anyway. I'm not not suggesting that makes the activity acceptable. at
No,
all.
I would. I swear, this isn't me. This is not.
no, I understand Star. I mean, it's not you. But it looks so like you. And is the window he's looking on, is it dark in the window or is there light on in the window?
There's no light on the window. I mean, even though you're not an expert like Star is, you know that night vision cameras need to have normally a light source that's underneath them that sends light that we can't see by the naked eye to be able to see in the dark. If Star was able to see anything, say that is a picture of Star. If Star was able to see anything, they would need a light source that was visible to the naked eye. If that light source was present, this whole picture would be white.
Yep.
Because it would overload the camera.
I don't even drink caffeine.
Where did you get
this?
How did you get this photo?
From the security guard on reception at Elstree Studios. That's Elstree Studios, yeah.
It's a real place
Right.
where they did Harry Potter.
And they transferred it to you via what, USB?
Yes.
Have you got that USB?
Why would they use USB?
I
USB
have
is such
the
an old method.
Yeah,
they could have,
I have this version of it.
They could have Bluetoothed it to you. They could have airdropped it. They could have.
They
use
didn't
USB?
They didn't exactly take an active role in passing this picture over to me. But I have it.
And this 50-year-old guard doesn't know a great deal about airdropping.
Also, he wasn't the one that did it because he didn't want to actually be the one to do it. So, I mean, arguably, and I'm not blind to the fact that this is going to come up later, I stole this picture. There's a certain amount of we cannot release that we have this picture.
Yeah, but why would we want?
God, why would you?
Okay.
I'm gonna go and get some fresh air. This is all a bit. You can look up the office. Oh, is that all right?
Yeah, of course. Star, yes. And what is that stick doing?
I don't know. Here, Ilka, and taking it out the bag, physically handing it to you.
I take the stick.
Can you look after this? I don't. It's really getting on my nerves. I just want someone else to watch over it for a bit. I can't deal with carrying this around.
Okay.
Yeah. And on that, Star will walk away and go find Elizabeth.
Okay. So I'm going to quickly hold on with Helen and then go down to Christy. So Helen, you wanted to go and see Martin Ross. You go in there and this guy is, he's got a nice office. You can tell that he's a little out of his depth with the whole kind of fashion side of it all. He's normally accustomed to having like a office with like a glass partition and then big open plan office full of programmers. And he says, "Oh, hi. Can I help you?"
Yeah, my name is Ilka Pfister. I am the assistant Ilka. I just moved on to the
Sorry,
19th.
assistant to who?
Lilith.
Lilith. Oh, okay. Yeah. Her. Yeah.
Yeah, her. Yeah, we're on I'm on the 19th floor. I understand you're responsible for our executive setup of the computers.
Amongst other things, yeah.
And you're responsible for the security of them?
Yeah. I've got some contractors that do certain parts of it, but I'm the one with the golden key. Yeah.
Yeah, good. I need to know what level of security my system, Kate's system, and Lilith's system has.
Well, it's not just levels. There's certain bits that people can see and people can't see. Like, for example, HR, only HR can look at HR. And then after that, members of the board. Not even heads of department can have that because HR have got stuff on us, obviously. Although anyone at director level can ask to see their files. You guys are as high as it gets below board level.
Right. I was thinking more like technicalities. Now, Helen literally has no clue, but Ilka might have more of a clue, so she will come up with some clever security speak that will indicate that she has an understanding of like the sort of different levels of security that a platform might have.
He basically communicates to you that you have access to almost everything. The only thing that you don't have access to is either isolated projects because certain clients, they'll want their IP protected, so only the project groups can use that. And then after that, the kind of top level vision of the company, because that can be used for insider trading and things like that, that's board level only. So that's Violette and her stuff.
Naturally.
Oh, sorry, there's stuff.
So my other question then relates to that. Is there some sort of tracking program within the system? Does it record who opened what files, when, whether things have been
Windows
moved?
does that. The last person to open up a file, that's basic Windows. We don't have anything huge on top of that, though. We do have access. If anyone tries to get into something that they're not supposed to access, we do have a computer we do have a program that tells us that somebody's tried to access it. Normally, if they're trying to use like some sort of keylogger or anything like that. So we've got the usual protections, top of the range protections, but that's about it.
Yeah.
By the way, Martin Ross is kind of a little wiry guy. He has like a mop of curly silver hair, a little bit of Peter Capaldi, but shorter and thinner.
Okay, good image. Okay, good. So the other thing I need is in my before I came to the Gherkin, I have this Excelsior USB stick. You see, you know the ones that are super secure. But I cannot seem to use this in my new system, and I was wondering if I could get like an upgrade for it. So because well, obviously working with Lilith, she travels. I sometimes need to take information to her. I need to obviously make sure it's super secure.
Yeah, sure.
Is it possible? Yeah,
we can do that.
Oh God, that is fantastic. Would you be able to do it today for me?
Yeah, give it to one of my guys if you want. So you just want a higher level of encryption, yeah?
High level, I just wanted to be able to work with my system so I can pull off the necessary files for Lilith and be able to transport them to her. You know, she has her standalone laptop for
Yeah.
important
But if
projects.
anybody was to take the USB, it would be near impossible to.
Yeah. It's just that this old one is not compatible with my new system. I apologize.
So upgraded super secure USB stick. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And on one other thing, Martin, this may seem a little inappropriate, but would you know of any? I will say the word hackers. I have something I need to be digitally traced, and I need to outsource it. Would you have anyone you could suggest, or maybe a place to start?
He narrows his eyes and says, "Well, first of all, there's no such thing as a hacker. It's people know things. Some people are software engineers. Some people are good coders. Some people who use what they know, use it for good or bad or nuisance ends. Hackers tend to be a direction that someone applies their skills to. It's the direction, not the skill itself. So one coder could make a virus just to cause havoc. They would be stamped with the judgment hacker because it's something that's going to cause a nuisance, or maybe find your bank account details. Somebody else could do that with a web design. They could, they could spoof a web page.
But you understand what I'm asking for.
Well, you're not asking for a hacker. You asked to track something down, right?
I need somebody who can do a very thorough digital tracing. Very.
Okay.
I would imagine
you want an
it
online
would be
investigator.
very difficult.
Yeah. So you want an online investigator, like an online PI. Yeah.
Yeah. If you know someone like that, that would be fantastic, or at least.
Yeah, I mean, I could potentially get hold of somebody for you. Let me see what
it would be. It would need to be outside of Excelsior. You understand that
okay,
the company
but is
would
it
not be.
Obviously, you knowing who you're talking to here, is this person going to be investigating Excelsior or investigating something outside?
Outside of Excelsior.
In that case,
Excelsior must have. Yeah, plausible deniability. Yeah.
At plausible deniability, his eyes widen and he goes, "Right. You work with Kate, don't you?"
Work with cake? Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Okay. He says, I'll see what I can do. If you want to get yourself an online investigator, flip a light side.
Sorry, guys, I'm spending my money. Thank you.
Okay. So yes, the asset will come in due course. And the USB stick that you've got there, by the way, is so if you write down the following diff, okay, the diff is 1 red, 3 purple, 2 black.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how difficult it is to get through the encryption.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. That is good. Oh, yeah. No, that's good. That'll work.
Yeah. There's few people who would be able to get through that.
And obviously, I have the password that will obviously unlock it.
If you forget the password, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Whatever's on there, just forget about it. Just burn it. We're going to cut down to Star coming out of the building, and Beth is waiting. Go ahead.
You would see that she's changed her attire. I don't know how she did it in the time span, but it's like a black turtleneck, black slacks, and then like a black beret.
Oh God! Oh no!
Is there a barista badge hanging off one of the belt loops?
My question is, can I see a gun holster? Which has an odd shape to it.
No. You just see a backpack, a black backpack that's like got the 2 C's for Chanel on it. Some fashionably low pumps that are, leather pumps.
Okay.
You
Uh,
and I'm just like,
uh,
get over here.
yeah, Star will walk over, a bit shocked and trying to fit in with the mood. Will just like look at, and he gets out a bright blue beanie and puts it on his head.
Yes, it's time for caper time. So these people, they've destroyed your reputation. There's a way to get your reputation back.
I don't care about my I just want to make sure they know it wasn't me, and I just want them to know I'm not who they think I am.
Well, it was obviously staged. This was on a set somewhere, and
But
they
why would
used.
someone not like me? Why would they do this to me? I don't understand.
I don't think it's necessarily directed at you, but at our company. Some sort of espionage to undermine our efforts somehow. Anyways, long story short, we need to break in, find the culprits, and right your reputation, and get Jenna on board with our side. And the only way we can do that is spying. That'd be cool.
Wait, before we do that,
Dave is
I have a
going,
mission.
your answer to exonerating him from stalking is to stalk the
Stalk
people
them,
accusing
yeah.
you of stalking.
Yes.
Eliza, can I ask you for some quick help before we go anywhere? Can we have a look around this car park for that stick?
Um,
Why
I
would
think
you do that?
I might have left it in the car park.
Oh, you
And
mean
then
this?
Star's gonna get.
And she pulls from
so, Helen, did Ilka accept the stick? Was she looking after it?
Yeah, no, she found herself carrying it because, like, Star walked out on her. And she probably sort of, her mind on other things had carried it to, like, Martin's office. And now she's making her way back to her office. And she's still got this bloody stick in her hand.
Okay. In that case, you don't find the stick anywhere.
Okay.
We have to do this before Kate and Ilka find us.
Okay. And now, do you want me to call an unmarked cab? I don't
No,
know
I
how
got this
bad we're
taken care of.
doing this.
I got it taken care of.
Yeah, I suppose you would know someone better than I did.
Yes,
What are we doing? Okay.
Yeah. Most
Uh,
actresses
well,
do
she
know
made
that
that
person
call.
that can just drive them away from trouble. So,
well, yes.
Or
and I made
towards,
that
in
call,
this
and
case.
I forgot to use it on the burner, so it probably went to Kate.
if you want, there is a stat for that, Christy. So, can you roll me a vigilance check? And whatever diff, because this is you presenting a problem
Well,
for yourself. Whatever
my
diff you think is
perception-
believable.
How about 2? Because that's my perception. It's
Two
like how she's
difficulty?
sneaking it past
Yeah,
me.
2 difficulty sounds about right. Go for it.
I think Kate would be on hyper alert, but
Yes.
But we're talking
to
about
some degree.
did Beth remember to do it on a burner? It doesn't really have
Yeah.
much to do with Kate. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
Give your own diff because you presented your own problem.
that's true.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You forgot the burner, but you do know that you did it.
My strain isn't in double digits yet, so we need to work on that, guys. Come on.
And then I look down and I say, as I say, we need to do this before Kate and Ilka find out. I look down and I'm like,
Oops. Delivered.
And again, that's what the advantages were. You fucked up, but you know you fucked up.
So okay, how's that play out? So I get a copy of that
I
message.
probably did it on a group text or something. And it
Well,
went to Ilka.
Basically, on the official phone that you gave Beth, which you get basically updates of everything she does, because it is a work phone, but you know that she's going to use it for all sorts of shit. Yeah, she's asked for one of her fast response drivers. That's someone who will get her out of like the way of paparazzi and all that shit. She hasn't had to use them in a very long time. Normally, it's to get away from
War
you or to
zones.
get away from a particular party. She's asked them to respond immediately and take her and +1 to Elstree Studios.
Okay. +1 though, not referencing Star specifically.
No, it's just
But
plus
I
one.
am. But yeah. Okay. So Kate is calling. This comes up on the
Beth,
phone.
bring.
Kate.
I just look at my phone and be like,
Give it here. It's
Oh,
dark.
no, that's
and
going to
starts-
go well. That's going to go so
no,
well.
no.
No, if you hold the button down, it just shuts it off, and Kate will think it's shut down.
A
This is
side
Kate.
of Star we haven't seen.
Okay. I do as he says, but I said that's not going to stop Kate.
Yeah. So it rings for a little while and then goes to voicemail.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's the sort of
that's-
voicemail you get if the phone has run out of battery, sort of thing. It's not the
Yeah. So you're expecting me to believe that it ran out
Yes.
of battery just now. Just
Yeah.
as I was
that
calling.
is
After
Could
she
happen.
sent the text as I was
Yep.
calling. Battery
Yeah.
battery failed.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I know for a fact. That's only going to make him mad.
Do I know the person that she is calling?
Yeah, this is let's
Or
have
the
a
person
look.
that she sent the text originally to?
This is Yusuf. Nice guy. And he does some chauffeur work. He does some limo work and all the rest of it. But he's on call for a few people for Excelsior.
Okay.
One of many people who are on call. You can kind of just call the pool, and whoever's available will be able to come out and do it.
Can I call him directly?
Oh yeah, you've got Yusuf's number. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he's
Okay.
useful. Yeah.
I will call him and I will try to intervene and prevent the pickup.
He goes. Are you
I've
sure?
already
She said.
paid
She said
for it.
immediately.
Yes,
I've already
she's
paid
getting
for it.
herself involved in something that is not really expedient for the company. It is already being dealt with, and she thinks she's helping. She's not really helping.
Okay, is
You
she in
know-
danger?
You know what's going on.
Is she in danger?
She not at the moment, but if she goes there, she will be.
That's all I need.
If you want to pick her up, and take her somewhere else, keep her out of the way. That would be absolutely fine. If you wanna drop
I'm
the
just
call,
gonna
drop the
gonna bomb out. I'm gonna send her a message back, which you're not gonna receive, saying, "Sorry, mate, this has been cancelled."
Oh no, I've turned off her.
You turned off the phone, so you don't get the message. Yusuf is not arriving.
Where were they? I'm going to ask him before he goes. Where were they being picked up from? I'll go and talk.
Oh, the gherkin.
All right, okay. I'm gonna head down and try and find them then.
Oh,
This has gone
I'm
very
upset
well.
This is taking way too long. And so, is there any? Let me think. I'm gonna grab the phone. No, I'm gonna grab my burner phone and I'm gonna text Gus and Carla.
oh right, sure. I need to roll. I shall roll a blue dice. If a symbol appears on the blue dice, they are working. If it's blank, they are off. Yeah, they're working at the moment, so they're actually in the gherkin. Security.
Yes. I need you guys urgently on a matter of great importance.
Yeah, sure. Where are you?
I am in. I'll tell what portion of the parking garage I'm in.
Yeah, we'll be right there. Yeah, you watch as the two doors, because the security is by the front door. You watch the doors explode and Gus and Carla come running out. Gus, for a big boy, he can move.
Okay, it's going down. All right. I'm quite sure you know Mr. Burbank, and
Yeah, sure.
we need
feel
to
like-
be set up by I don't know, some people at what appears to be L Street Studios. They have fabricated a photo that puts him in a rather incriminating light, and there's a actress that is there that we're trying to get aboard on our campaign.
Oh yeah, we got to do something about this immediately. I'll get hold of Kate. You just basically said we need PR, and he was like, "Yeah, sure."
The receptionist and Angela's overheard them needing a car and is offering them a lift.
Oh, yeah. So Angela comes out and goes, you need a lift?
Oh yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then I grab Star and get in.
Okay, are you sure? But Kate is going to be
But
a
yes,
and Carla is telling Kate what we're planning to do.
Is security going to let them do that? I mean,
security can't bloody stop them, but so security are in the middle of contacting Kate when Beth and Star get into a Vauxhall Nova SRI. A lot of detail there, Angela. I like it. Yeah, you get driven off by one of the receptionists.
Oh, yay. Thank you, Angela.
Viewers, the extra random element.
Angela, thank you so much. What's your favourite drink?
No, where are you?
oh god, she's drunk as well. She's been drinking all day.
Oh no!
Just be aware of that.
Oh god, I've
Have
been
you not
keeping
been
an eye
watching
on
the chat?
you.
The chat, yeah, she is a little bit tipsy.
Oh god! Oh no!
Uh-huh.
We're making so many offences.
I mean, I called it 2 minutes ago. I said I'm going to have to deal with a drunk receptionist in a minute. I did not expect because there was
And
going to be a
Hermit
car
just
crash.
gave you bad traffic as well.
There's
So-
going to be a car crash. Yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
the first thing I'm going to do is flip this dark side back.
Oh.
Because, yeah, thank you for telling me that Angela's been drinking heavily, because that I can use. So I'm going to roll for Angela. And there's already a downside on it. On top of that, she's been drinking. That's another 2. She's driving, which is just a normal thing. I'm going to say that she's got, let's see.
Oh no! This is when
She's able to drive, and she drives in London. So I would say you probably need to have about drive 2 for that. And I'd say her agility is about 2 as well. So I'm going to give her a swing-in chance by giving her 2 yellows. And that's so agility 2, upgraded twice because of driving 2, because you're in London, everywhere is like cars and stuff. However, the diff, driving in London is going to be at least diff 3, and then I've added 2 for the drinking and 1 for the bad traffic. So, but here's the kicker. Because I flipped, I also get to upgrade the difficulty. So one of the purples turns to a red.
Red. Yeah.
Oh, damn it! Damn it! Okay, so the following things happen. Because this is complex. 2 failures, so net result is failure. 2 threats as well, which means that some kind of minus modifier has happened. And then something amazing. Because that's what a triumph is. You can triumph and fail at the same time. So this is what happens. Her driving is terrible. And it's noticed by the police. When the police pull you over, Angela starts blubbing, saying that she's so sorry, she was trying to help, and all the rest of it. They're going to get her on drink driving. However, the police that pull you over turn around and say, "I'm sorry, you can't travel with her." Have you been drinking? Were you part of this?
No,
Or were you aware?
well,
No?
One of them's had
Elizabeth.
mimosas.
Elizabeth isn't. Elizabeth is Elizabeth. I'm sure you've seen it. Have you heard of Knife Fist Gone Free?
It's coming soon.
The police aren't in any way. Oh fuck! I just seen what happened. The police aren't in any way caring about who you are. They're like, I'm sorry, but wherever you're going, you're going to have to take public transport. We've got to take her in. You are passengers. You don't seem to be drunk. I don't see any alcohol on you. So, and I'm only basing that on the fact that Beth is steamed all the time and knows how to rock it. And so, and also that triumph. But then something happens. First of all, Ilka, I need you to roll me Vigilance Diff 2.
Vigilance diff 2.
Vigilance Diff 2.
Vigilance. Where's vigilance?
It's at the bottom of your general
Yeah,
skills,
I got it.
and it's based on your
Yeah.
will.
Okay, 2 peel. I'm rolling. Oh my god.
Sure. You notice that you've lost the stick. However, Beth and Star only. Just as Star's gesturing as if to say, "Oh, well, the stick goes whoop into his hand. It fucking teleports into Star's hand."
Let's
Ugly.
go.
Not only that, Star.
Yeah.
You are filled with this confidence. You believe that anything can be done as long as you work towards it. The police don't seem to have reacted to the stick appearing in your hand.
Yeah.
They must have missed it.
We need
However,
to go
Angela,
find Jenna.
who's steamed off her... I was about to say steamed off her tits, but then I just saw she's got jello shots in her cleavage. Angela
He's half
reacts.
naked at this point, so.
Yeah. Oh, God. Angela does react. When the stick appears in her hand, Angela does physically go, ugh, as if to say, that was unexpected. This happens in front of both the police, and neither of them notice. Not only that, but you're pretty sure you can get yourself and Beth to Elstree Studios, like, now.
We need to go and find Jenna.
I've got a. I think we can find some. Follow me.
Kate, you know exactly where Beth and Star are, and you will for the rest of the session.
Okay.
Oh.
You know that they are currently talking to police officers about someone, not Beth, and that they are going to Elstree Studios right now. How you know this, you don't know. Just something in your gut is telling you.
It's the worst case scenario, so that's.
I'm going to go to Star and Beth. The police have dismissed you and are now with Angela, who seems to be, doing the. My God, she's doing the Essex special here. And
4-star leaves.
I would apologise from to everybody who lives in Essex, but I come from the Essex of Wales, so suck it up. So I'm going to say Beth and Star specifically. Star, what are you doing? You feel that you can get yourself and Beth there like now.
Just before we leave, Star is going to write down his bank details and say, "I will pay for any fines for Angela." This is, I'm sorry about her. I had no idea.
They take down your details, and they even take down your bank details if you're willing to pay her fines.
Yeah,
they're
I'm willing to pay
sure,
the fines.
okay, whatever. They dismiss you, carry on with what I'm sure is going to be a very loud scene with Angela. What are you doing?
Star is going to not take Elizabeth by the hand, but just start walking and, wave to Angela.
I got you, and I'm trying to will you to go.
Yeah,
but
Star's going to try and take the lead and start walking in that direction. And
sure.
Using the stick.
You're being drawn to the nearest door, which I'm going to say is a fire door on the side of a subway.
Star's going to take the stick and poke it and see if it opens.
You hit the door with the stick, and as you do so, the door flies open, and on the other side of the door isn't a subway, but seems to be a film set.
I'm going to tell you this, that the picture itself was on a stage, and that
I
There's a
don't think this is good. We should go hand ourselves in. Whatever Angela was
We've
doing
already
in there,
gotten
it was
this far,
something.
and I'm just walking. I'm
we're
gonna walk.
There's a door there open, and
Beth has just walked into the fire door.
Yep, I'm walking.
oh no! If this, I've never done drugs before. This isn't good.
Beth,
What's
give me a
going on?
perception check, diff 1, as you go through the door. Kate, you feel like you need to rush. You need to rush,
Yep.
and you need to get there now.
Yeah, I'm already picking up the pace.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get to the location I know they're at, or where they're headed. They can't have. Well, they could have got far, but maybe they didn't. Right? Traffic's been heavy. I'm gonna because security was there when they got in the car. Yeah.
Yeah, security have been calling you, saying, they've just gone.
So, do they have a car ready?
Oh no!
Oh god, yeah. There's
Then we're getting in
there's
it.
cars to get you around. Yeah.
We're getting in it. They're following me. We're going after them.
Okay.
Well, is Ilka with you?
Ilka, you get
I
a.
don't know. Ilka's looking for some stick. I'm
Yeah.
like, I mean, I've not got the time to deal with that right now.
Stars.
With 2 flares, Helen, Ilka feels like she should be somewhere else, but it's muggy. You're not quite sure. You can feel. I know it's strange, like you belong somewhere, but you're not entirely sure where. So Beth goes through the door. Star, what are you doing?
Star will sit there panicking, and I'm guessing Ilka. Would Ilka have posted on the group chat that she's lost the stick? Or would that have just been to...
She
He
said it to Kate.
to me.
To-
Yeah,
yeah.
said it to me.
Okay, so
And the
Start.
outcome for Beth, Christy, Beth feels as she goes over the threshold of the door a delightful little tingle, a crackle across the skin.
Star is gonna follow Elizabeth because you don't split the party.
Sure. As you step
Oh,
through,
man.
the door closes behind you and slams.
Do
Oh,
I
God,
lose
what?
track of? Do I lose track
When
of
you
where
look
they
back,
are
it's
now?
a different door.
Wait, what? Oh god, this isn't good. We're gonna wake up in Hawaii. This isn't gonna end well. Oh god.
I'm gonna look to Star and say, "Calm down. We have to be quiet." And then I'm just gonna be quiet and then walk forward.
Okay. You can see the usual hustle and bustle of people doing things on a film set. This
Okay.
seems to be reading work. So
All right.
they're not actually filming, they're doing tests. And
Okay.
that normally means you get other actors and actresses who aren't in the movie to just come and speak the lines. It's like a dress rehearsal, but the talent isn't there. They got other people to stand in. In some cases, they can do it so that they have one person in one location, one person in another location talking to each other.
We have to blend in.
Yeah, I'm taking, for example, our own Kate Madison from The Benefactor. She was in Gulliver Travels with Jack Black. Jack Black and the actress that he was speaking to were actually in different locations. So Kate had to read the actress's lines with Jack, and they did that scene, and then they cut it in with the scene which was in a completely different location. I may have got parts of that wrong, but this is the kind of read work that I'm talking about. Apparently this is what Jenna's been roped into, is that, you know, she's just getting some good acting work done. It's good. You've done it yourself. You know, Beth's done all this kind of stuff all the time. It's a great way to fill in the bills and all the rest of it. And the best part is that it's kind of exposure neutral. You get contacts, but you don't have to worry about whether that film makes it or not.
Okay. Star, you need to blend in. I'm going to try and tuck his hair more under the beanie and just look down. And we just got to pretend like we belong here.
What am I doing with this stick?
Put it away somewhere. Don't
I
bring
don't have
attention
the
to yourself.
Ilka has the case. I don't.
It
You know
just
what?
keeps it.
Star will go over and find the closest bin and put it in it and say, "I'm
No,
sure it'll come back
hold
to
on.
me."
No, just okay.
No.
Don't worry about the stick. Just, I think.
Okay, I'll carry the stick with me and
Okay,
wiping
great.
it off from any rubbish that he's just put on it.
We are trying to get to Jenna, but right now your reputation is bad. So if you get spotted, we could be in trouble. So I'm just hoping all this works out and I can get to speak with Jenna on your behalf. And then Kate, in her usual, I'm mad, why you do this, Beth, comes storming in. And Ilka's gonna be like, oh dear, oh no. And then it all works out.
But no,
Magic! It all works out.
Okay.
I don't think that's a good idea. Like this, I think the best plan of action is for me to go speak to whoever is her assistant and sit down and talk to anything, and me to give a formal apology for anything I've done.
No, how?
And
No apologies.
No. I mean, you said already you tried to talk to them. They was like, out you go, you suck. And I'm just gonna say it. We just wait for Kate to get righteously angry, and she usually is at her best.
no, I don't want to get Kate angry. I want to sort this. The reason we came here was to
I
sort
just
it.
start walking.
Yeah.
No.
The sword flare is yet to go off. It's only partly gone off, by the way. Beth, you get a feeling of something familiar nearby, something in the air. You feel drawn towards it. And as you turn the corner, you can see quite clearly Jenna Williams in a makeup chair. And fussing over her is a woman, mid-40s, ridiculously permed hair cascading down her back, kind of like dark brunette, long frizzy hair going down her back. She's wearing kind of like a jodhpur type pants, pumps, blouse. She's got like a makeup makeup apron on with all the brushes and stuff kind of put in there, and she's got this fucking awful makeup, the stuff that you recall seeing from the picture, next to her, and she's there speaking to Jenna, saying, "Now it's okay, I mean, it happens. People big you up. They want more, and this is the way that you give them more." And you can see that she's applying this makeup on. But as you're watching this scene, before you get a chance to react, you can see that superimposed on this frizzy-haired woman, that the makeup artist, is a younger woman, kind of like sandy blonde hair, no makeup. The makeup artist is made up perfectly. And looks spectacular, almost like jealousy forming. The girl that you see superimposed on her is younger, kind of in her early 30s, sandy hair, no makeup at all. Actually, some acne that she's picked at to the point where it's scabbed a bit. Type of thing that you would like. No makeup artist who knows about skin would ever do that. Yes. She's just wearing like Adidas 3-stripe jogging bottoms, a pair of ratty-looking shoes, a faded T-shirt, and I'll go for an iconic one that says "Fat Willie Surf Shack" on it. It's sun faded, and you can hear two voices: the makeup artist and the girl that's superimposed on her. You hear both voices at the same time. As she's putting the makeup onto Jenna, you can see that there's a dark aura around the makeup. that seems to be soaking into her skin.
That's not cruelty-free.
She turns around to you and goes, "Oh, it's you." And she's not saying that to Star, she's saying that to you.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get in here?
The same way you did, weirdo. Get away from her. This is not good, Jenna. This is, look at this. It's got alkaloids, and they use animal bits, and, these are harmful chemicals. You look like you have sensitive skin.
The woman who I think I've said before, what was the name that I gave her? Damn it, I lost it. But the woman in front of you, it doesn't matter, it was a fucking alias anyway. But the woman turns over the makeup and says, "No, it says cruelty free right there. It's even got the brand mark." She's pointing to a blank back and points at it. And as you concentrate and looking at what's she pointing at, you can see that there's a thin veneer of illusion. That she goes, there we go. See, cruelty free. I mean, you can't put it on there. It's trade descriptions, right? These people are just jealous. They're jealous. They came here to poach you, and they're willing to throw whatever scandalous remarks. And as she says scandalous remarks, Jenna's face flashes with this dark aura. Scandalous remarks regarding their competitors. We're just presenting you with the pros and cons. That's all it is. You don't have to take this, Jenna. It's your choice.
I get upset.
Everything is
I get
your
really
choice.
mad. And I stand in between Jenna and her and say, wait till my PRs gets here.
At which point we flare sword, and Kate, you got here. You don't know how you got here so quickly, and how did you get past security? You're in the car park.
Oh, okay.
You look at the clock and go, I did not get here in 3 minutes.
Okay, that was a quick drive. Well done, guys.
The security guys aren't behind you.
Oh, okay.
They were in a
Is the
different
car not here?
They were in a different car, right?
Oh, I assumed that.
Oh,
they
if
would
you're
be
all in the same
driving me.
car.
I figured they'd have a car rather than go and get mine.
Oh, no, that's fine. In that case, yes, they're in the back. They seem to be oblivious to the length of the drive.
That's okay. I'm just gonna congratulate them on it anyway. So I'm in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sign of Beth or Star.
No,
here.
but you know exactly where she is.
I'm heading there.
Sure. You have already got past security. How? You have no fucking idea. You just walk up to a stage door, open it up, walk in with two security guards behind you.
Said, you will not put this stuff on her, and how dare you say these things?
No, that's not quite the thing I say. The thing I say is, Beth,
you
what have
haven't
you
got
done
there
now?
yet, Kate. You're getting into the building,
All right,
but you're
okay.
not there yet. So,
Let's say mine's going to be more
because Hermit has forced my hand with Beth. So Beth, you can see what this other person is doing. They're weaving this illusion on this person. And considering you've just teleported across London and you've just seen a staff appear in Star's hand, it's getting to be a really strange day. You can see that there's some sort of weird illusion trick. Maybe it's like some stage magic. You're not sure. But you are there kind of like, well, if you can do it, I can fucking do it.
Exactly.
And so you feel like you can either shatter the illusion or fight it with your own. You can see that Jenna is looking in the mirror, and you can see the look of despair. She's looking at somebody and basically just lost all self-confidence. You can see that she seems like she's almost hooked, almost like it's a drug, on the makeup. It's like, no, I need this. I'm going to fail if I don't. I'm not what they hype me up to be. I've got to live up to the hype, and you can just see the despondency in her look as she's looking in the mirror. She doesn't seem to be listening to anything you're saying at the moment. She's only listening to the makeup artist.
I'm going to hold her hand and say, it'll be all right. You are just enough. And then shatter her illusion and say, be gone, basically.
Okay.
And just while I'm holding Jenna's hand.
Okay, this is going to be quite quite the thing. So what is your presence?
I want to be like a light.
No, it's a thing on your character sheet. What is the number on your presence?
My presence.
I think I might be able to, if this isn't some magic-y weirdy stuff, I might be able to help.
I would accept the advantage if there's such thing. Presence. What is that under? I don't see it.
It's your characteristics at the top. So you've got brawn, agility, intellect, cunning.
3.
3. Okay. So with the flare as well, that's 2 yellows and 1 green versus 1 red and 1 red, 2 purple, and 2 black.
Okay.
Is this a social skill check?
No.
Okay.
This is a magical skill check.
So it's 2 yellows, 1 green, 1 red, 2 purples, and 2 black?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, you don't manage to shatter her illusion. But the triumph goes off. Now, you're trying to defend this girl. You can't shatter the illusion. She's still under it. But something not related to that, something awesome, has just gone off as you have tried to flex what you've got. So what I'm going to say is you can present your own form of uplifting illusion.
Okay.
It can be about yourself. It can be about something else. What you can't do is get rid of the darkness that's seeping into Jenna. But you can do something. Now, it could be something that affects anything else. It can affect the makeup artist. I nearly named them, and that would have given something away. You can do something to them. You can do something to everybody else around them. Anything. The one thing you can't do is break Jenna out of the spell.
I want everybody that is witnessing this around me to be drawn into my presence.
Okay.
Like positivity.
So majesty, you're going to pull everyone to this location. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So, Beth works best with an audience, so why not? Everyone downs tools immediately, dropping everything that they're doing and walks to your location, hanging off your every word. At that point, Kate, you follow the crowds to what you know is Beth.
Right.
Beth, what are you saying?
I say, you don't need social media. You don't need makeup. You don't need anything but you. You don't need any of this, really. And if you think that you need clout or outside influences to make yourself feel better, that is not how we represent ourselves. We don't use trickery and illusions and slander to get people on board. We value you at your core self, and you are just enough. And you can't see that, and if someone has to tell you you need certain things, they're not good for you. NC.
So the makeup artist turns round to you, and I need to say 2 things, because the makeup artist says one thing. The girl underneath says a different thing. So the makeup artist says audibly to everyone, and this is what Kate and Star and the security guards hear. Well, that's a lovely speech, my dear, but I'm a makeup artist for a film set. Yes, I agree with everything you say, but Jenna still needs to be made up for the job that she's doing here today. Are you some sort of activist or something? So that's what the makeup artist says.
The makeup. This is no good. Let's start stamping on it.
Okay, so that's what the makeup artist says. The girl underneath says, "Oh, give it up, hag. You're out of your depth. You can't match me. Besides, it looks like you've only just come into your power."
It says you. I've been in the business before you were born, stupid.
She rolls her eyes as if to say, "Oh, fucking hell, she has no idea what I'm talking about." Kate, you can see Beth smashing makeup on the floor, stamping it into the ground. However, there's something at your very core that tells you that Jenna is the one who's being wronged here, that Beth is the one defending her, and that somehow the makeup artist is the wrongdoer.
Star
And
has
you know
his
that
face in his
without
hands.
question.
Okay. I'm going to come over to Beth. I'm going to take her by the shoulders, just to calm her down, move her away from the makeup, and go, right, what's going on here?
This woman thing is no good. She's putting bad influences and thoughts in this poor young girl's mind, and
She came in here and started lecturing me, and now she's broken thousands of pounds worth of makeup.
And I'll do more as I start.
It's no way thousands of pounds worth of makeup, but it looks like that to Kate at the moment. No, Kate touched you, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kate,
So,
the
okay.
second that you touched Beth, all of the makeup looked from the best stuff ever to absolute tat shit.
Well, okay, I'm going to just back her up then. Well, this stuff is garbage. It's not worth £1,000. It's not even worth £1.
Do we allow activists in here? What the hell's going on? You two, security, and points to Gus and Carla. You two, security, take them out of here. At which point Carla tips the hip and turns around and says, "Fuck off, love." Apparently Carla's not taken in at all by this.
So, yeah, if you think this stuff's good, you've definitely not been in the industry as long as we have. If you want, I can help you get something which is actually useful and worthwhile. I have a guy who just does all this stuff. Well, Beth has a guy.
Yes, I do.
But yeah, this is all wrong now.
And look, none of you are supposed to be here. I think you and a member of security who isn't going to be, and then she clocks the badge on Carla's shirt, and you all need to leave now. However, all the staff that have congregated around here aren't listening to her. They're listening to Beth.
Okay, I'm going to take the lead from what I think is going on here based on what you'd said. And I'm going to direct what I say to Jenna and say, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to...
Jenna breaks out of her kind of looking at the mirror and goes... And then goes to looking back at the mirror.
If you're not comfortable here, just stand up and come with us. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to engage with any of these people. We'll help you out of here.
I'm not uncomfortable. I need this. I need her.
No, you don't.
The makeup artist looks at you, Kate, and gives you a shit-eating grin. As she does that, the girl inside turns to Beth and goes, "She's mine now."
That's what I just like. I'm going to put hands on her. If Kate stops me.
I'm not stopping you.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Because I think you're in the right here. So I don't know why I think you're in the right, but I think you're in the right. So no, I'm not stopping you.
as you try to strike her for the first time, I'm going to have a bit of fun with my destiny points. I'm going to flip a destiny point. As you go to swing for her, you the girl inside steps away and you hit the illusion. And she goes, "Oh, you don't know that trick either, do you?" And then you can see that she's now stood about a meter away from the girl inside is now a meter away from the makeup artist.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
So yeah, you can see that she's doing that, and the girl inside, which is what I'll call her for now, the girl inside starts looking at the others, and you can kind of almost see now that you're really engaged with this, Beth, that you can see the dark pool over her and over Jenna, but where you've drawn in this other staff, they almost seem a little brighter to you. And then Gus, Carla, Kate, and Star look kind of just normal. And so, yeah, what are you going to do? I'm going to say Beth and Kate, because I think Star's like going, but at the moment, he's kind of done his thing by helping you guys get in here.
There is a bit Star would like to do.
Okay. In that case, I'll go around the table. I'll start with Star, because the other two have acted more recently. What would you like to do, Star?
Star would like to slowly push his way forward, like still hiding his face slightly, but then just trying to show his face to the makeup artist. Says, "Are you the assistant?"
Oh, I'm just a makeup artist here. This is what the makeup artist says, not the girl inside.
Yep. Looking at Genera, Star will say, "Do you know who I am? Do you recognise me?"
Jenna doesn't look at you at all. She's captivated in the mirror.
Hello? Are you okay? I'm sorry,
You have a feeling that the makeup is a problem, Star, but that's all I'll give you.
Are you okay? There's a bit of makeup on your face. So I was gonna get out a hanky, and if she doesn't move, start to wiping off the makeup.
When you put, because you intended, because you're currently flared, because you intended to remove the makeup, you search for a hanky instead. Get makeup wipes.
Oh, I don't know. Do I have makeup in here?
Apparently, you have makeup wipes.
Let's just start wiping them.
You're starting to wipe Jenna down. The makeup artist shoots forward, but then in order to do that, the girl inside has to shoot forward as well because she's the physical element. Runs forward and goes, "No, what are you doing? She needs to go and do it." And she's going to try and push Star away.
Elbow.
I'm not letting her get anywhere near Star.
Yes. No.
Okay. In that case, Kate, and I should imagine Beth as well. Kate, are you going to lay hands on her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In that case, simultaneously, because it's more fun that way, Beth
Yes.
and Kate, what are you going to do to this person?
I just kind of look at Kate and just like we've been through this before. We know what we're about to do, and go.
I mean, I think at this stage, yeah, there's a certain amount of this is going to happen, whatever I try and do. So I may as well join in, right? So.
Yeah, ignoring the guys with the cameras, they're fine.
I think that me and Beth have probably been in this situation a few times, not many, but a few times enough to know that we can coordinate and pull somebody away from a situation. So that's what I assume we're going to try and do. So we're going to wrestle this makeup artist to the ground.
Righto. So obviously you've got to do this. I'm going to get both of you to roll. So it's diff 2. Any physical attack is diff 2. because it's hitting someone who's right in front of you. It's always the same diff. Unless somebody's got defense or whatever. She hasn't got much in the way of defense here.
I have melee.
She did have defense against Kate, but then she had to rush forward and rejoin the makeup artist, which means that now when Kate goes for the makeup artist, she also goes for the girl inside. So I would like you to do a melee check, diff 2. And I want you both to do it.
Okay.
No, it's not going to go well. Is there anything I can do to improve my chances here? Like, is there like a way
You can
of upgrading?
do one of two things. You can either flip a light side to upgrade it, or roll it, and if you don't like it, you can flip a light side to re-roll it.
I'll go with the re-roll if it comes up bad, because this is not a good roll. I don't
Okay,
think.
so both of them bad rolls.
Yeah, I'll flip to re-roll if that's okay.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
So how do I flip it?
Just click on the on any of the white ones and they'll flip. Yeah.
There you are. Right.
Okay.
And
So
then-
go
and
for it
then-
again, and this is your only re-roll you get.
Yep.
Ooh,
Nice.
Still.
successful threat. That's a success.
Yeah, I know. I don't like threats.
So you.
Ooh, hermit's converted.
Oh.
I'll go again.
Give me, in that case, I won't bother flipping it. We'll consider it flip. And basically, you've just given Christy a reroll.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. So this is what happens. She surges forward because she seems to be concerned about what Star is doing. Both Beth and Kate step forward to grapple her. Beth, I assume you just kind of grab hold of her or push her back, or what are you doing?
I'm trying to physically touch her, because it seems like when she touched the girl, something happened.
Okay,
And she
so
said
are you
something to me.
grabbing her or are you pushing her back?
I'm trying to stop her
Okay.
from advancing.
You push her back at the same time as Kate.
Mhm.
But I'm going to invite... Actually, no, you're flared. You don't even need to use it. As Kate pushes, you watch as Kate pushes the girl inside out of the makeup artist.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As she does so, the girl inside falls out.
Mhm.
Kate, you see her fall out. Star, you see her fall out. Beth already was able to.
Yeah.
As that happens, the makeup artist disappears. All of the shitty makeup disappears. And the aura around Jenna's face, Beth only, starts to diminish. And she looks a little discombobulated as Star's going there with the makeup, and she goes, "Oh, are we done?"
What do you?
Yes, we are.
What are we?
The girl inside is still here, yeah?
The girl inside falls on her ass, and she goes, "Great, that's all we need, a hero." Gets up, and you can see that no one else has reacted, apart from perception check. Anybody who wants to make it.
Yeah, why not? Give it a go. What did?
Oh, the diff for this will be. I'm going to go diff 3.
Excellent. Why not?
Nope.
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 I might as well attempt it.
Nope. Okay, I don't have to tell you anything. Right. So so everyone around doesn't seem to have got that. The fucking makeup artist has just dissolved, and this girl fell out the back end of her. There's this shabby-looking girl who's just, as I say, she lands on her ass, looks up, and goes, "Oh, great. That's all we need, a hero. Fine. 3 against 1. Not that fair." gets up and runs off around the corner. And as she does so, Beth, you feel a flare of something,
Yes.
and everybody kind of goes, "Oh, right, is this guy the makeup artist?"
No, I'm.
Mhm.
Chop, we gotta get Jenna in. Come on. We've got everything. We've got to get everything set up. So Jenna's like, "Oh, I thought we've. Am I finished? Am I done?" And you've cleaned her face.
Yeah.
By the way, this is something that Beth will just see. As Star is cleaning Jenna, as he's cleaning the makeup off, the dark aura is being wiped off as well.
You've never looked better, dear.
Oh, good. And she looks in the mirror and kind of goes, "Yeah, it's subtle. I like it." And there's fucking nothing on her. I mean, this girl's like 19, for fuck's sake. You know, she doesn't need makeup to look beautiful. And so, yeah, she's, you know, or at least she doesn't need makeup to look young, put it that way.
Right.
And so she's like, "Oh, yeah, it's subtle. No, I can work that. I can work that. Thanks, babe." And gets up, pats you on the shoulder, Star, and heads over with the stuff. And she goes, "Okay, so this is just reading from the script, isn't it?" And the assistant comes up, gives her a script and all the rest of it. And you three are just stood
Star
there
would
in the
like to go
aftermath.
over, a bit confused, but like this is where Star's best at, and says, "Can I ask what all your favourite drinks are? I'll go and get you some."
Everyone's
drink
just
for the-
scattering now that the whatever the fuck that
for the
was.
reading. He's going to ask all the people reading and all that.
Oh,
Like
this
full
is-
on being the assistant, like it's what he understands.
And you're flared. They give you that. Not only that, all the other staff accept that you're the tea guy.
Okay, and I'm gonna call Ilka. Hopefully, by the time we went through this, she's already here.
Unfortunately, Ilka's just been left back at the building, but that's fine because when we time in next session, have I got something for her? Sometimes being left behind just opens a different door of opportunity.
Indeed.
So, I'm going to wrap that up there. So we're going to come in next session, not straight away with Ilka, but I do owe her the screen time. And we'll wrap up with Jenna as well, because Jenna will finish reading, and then you guys will be able to make your pitch to her. Okay?
Yes.
She clearly doesn't know what just went on, and in fact, you were surrounded by people who didn't seem to register the things that you guys registered. So we will cut that there. We'll come back, and this time I'll make better notes than I did last time. So we're going to come back to speak with Jenna.
Oh my goodness.
And Ilka at Gherkin.
Mm-hmm. But she got a sense of that where we were from what you said earlier. Right?
Yeah, she had a sense of something's going on, just a little tickle in the back of the head. But bear in mind
Yeah.
how quick all this just happened. This happened in maybe 20 minutes, and before that it took Kate 3 minutes to get there, and that was because someone flared her. And you two got there by teleporting through a subway door.
Star thinks they're high. There's no right funny. Star thinks that Angela had hotboxed them.
Understandable.
Yep, and so he's seen that he can make teas for people. He thinks he can do that. He's doing the simple stuff. He's like, yeah, okay, let me just.
I
Try
love
and
the
be
fact
useful.
that you've just teleported somebody across London, and now you're making drinks for everybody. Anyway, a big thank you to Christy, Dave, Joseph, and Helen for their story today. And as always, I am Simon, and it's my Honor to be your storyteller. We're going to rate, so everybody stick around, and we will see you tomorrow night for the continuing adventure, D&D: The Benefactor. Good night, everyone.
Good night.